Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Mike at Greenhawk. Right, today's jobs, we are going to be working in this lovely garage. So the job for today is we've got a brand new supply going in, which is all the way around the other side of the property. We're going to run that in 10mm armoured. There is going to be future work for that. So, but in here we've got new LED 4-foot, 5-foot strip light going in. We've got some various sockets, light switching two-way, so from there to back here. Also, I believe on this wall, it's been a while since I've been back to this job, the client wants like a patio heater, which is this style, because he's working from home and he has set up like a little home gym, or will be, but obviously at the minute it's rammed full of stuff because we are doing various other bits here. So he wants that putting in, so, and also he wants it on a pneumatic switch, so he can't physically leave it on. So he just wants it just to take the nip out of the air, sort of thing, for it. So that's that job. Also out the front here, he wants 2 decorative lights going on. So we're going to do some up and down lighters here, but lower these down slightly because the position's a bit high for those. So the run itself, because later on in the not too distant future we're going to be doing an extension here. But behind there, in this unusual sort of shape, we're going to be making a home office here, which is going to be a proper home office that you can use all year round, whether it is absolutely roasting or freezing cold. There's going to be aircon going into it and all sorts. So this is why, you know, we're planning for the future. So on here, because of this, just see roughly where this section is here, there's going to be a single-story extension, which is what we're doing in the summer. So this is why the armoured's going to be ran all the way around the outside of the perimeter here, so we can set this up, because the office is going to be built first, so we can get the clients in, they can carry on working, not get disturbed, and they can watch out the window at us working. So that's the plan. But yeah, so if you have subscribed, thank you very much. It is raining, so obviously it's raining when you're doing armoured. So what I think I might do is get Jack to start running that. I'll stay in the dry. It's what apprentices are for. So yes, if you have subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, like I say, it massively helps the channel out, it helps it grow. I love doing the videos, to be honest. It keeps me on the straight and narrow. So hit the link in the corner, keep me out of mischief, and let's get stuck into it. Right, so we've got some of our cables run now. I've got to try and keep power on here as long as possible. We've just had our delivery of 100 meters of 10mm armoured as well. So what me and Jack have been doing, we've been getting all the cables ran to the drops. So like that's all redundant now, that's all going to come out. Hold on, I'm not using the appropriate pointing tool. Hold on. Right, sorry, that's better, my bad. So that's going to be coming out now. This is going to be kept on temporary. So we're going to have a two-way lighting switch going on. This is Jack's brought this from home. It's very, very kind of him. We didn't like the way I was using my hand pointing stuff. So this is much better, isn't it? Much better tool. Sorry about that. Flat battery, as I was saying, to my pointing stick. Jack's 17, just literally 17. He's got his nice new car here, a little Citroen DS3, I believe. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's rapid.
Rapid.
V8 and that.
Mate, honestly, I'd just be careful, because, you know, speed kills, so just be very, very careful with that. So, what Jackie Boy's been doing is, we've got another drops down there, because there's going to be, I think this might be a feature. So there's going to be a double socket down there. There's also going to be one down that end, leading out an IP one for like the mower and all that lot. So yes, so been busy at the minute. So I think what I'll do, because the garage doors had to be shut because it's a pain in the backside getting over these lovely arrangement here. So yes, so that's what I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on there. The board location. So that is the said board there. This is working for me. I think it's quite cool. so I think we're going to move it over here slightly, so we can keep that running as it stands right now. But it's the reason why we're rewiring it is because of things like, up there. The garage has had a lot of previous owners tinkering, DIY sort of thing. So for the sake of it, it's all on this side, to be fair. Using back to the old school hand. It's all on that side, so it's just easier just to rewire it, to be honest. And then I know everything's all sorted. I believe the lighting for the outside light's going to be controlled via a smart switch, I believe, via the client's phone. So yes, but we've also found out, the client's told me, we've got to be a bit careful because in this little pile here, there's actually a hibernating hedgehog, which I think is really cool. So we've got to try and be as careful as we possibly can, not to, I don't know, not disturb it when I'm drilling into the wall, but basically I think it was meaning that I don't end up standing on his house. So yeah, so it's quite cool. So obviously got to try and, they're not that common anymore, so we'll be very conscious of that. But yeah, so we'll crack on and we'll catch up with you in a bit. So we've got our armoured through now, so we've drilled down at an angle that way. Two reasons really, so it reduces the bend of the armoured, and the other reason why is because from the outside no moisture is going to travel up at that much of an angle. So we've clipped it up so it's all ready to go. Now this feed here, which is in use, feeds as a double socket on the decking, so we'll re-terminate that properly and clip it all up and put that into the new board. But I've left that like there for now. Let's take you out here. So the run, so Jack is, so this is obviously the other side of it, so that's the original armoured that's in place at the minute. That's the one that's going out into the socket, which is actually down yonder. So here's our nuance. We've brought it down, swept it down without over stressing it, because if we pinch that back there, when it gets colder, the likelihood it's going to split that sheathing there. So Jack's being really careful not to disturb too much of the old hedgehog city. So we're clipping all the way along there, and then what we've done is we've decided to go, because this is going to be an office here, this is all this bit leading back, so all this bit here is all going to be an office. So we're going to clip it along this fence line here. We've gone behind that and then clip it all the way along, and then we've dropped, when we get to this point here, we're going to drop it down to, I'll clip along here basically, but then drop it down there and clip it along the fence and just hide as much of it as we possibly can. But it's one hell of a run. So it goes all the way around there. Now I don't own any cable jacks, so this is our cable jack here. So me and Steve had to hold the drum while our cable jack was pulling it and getting all the cable behind all the fence line and all the rest of it. So, but I don't normally get massive drums like that, to be honest, because I don't normally need it. So, but yeah, so that's what we're up to. So what I'm going to do, I'll put you on time lapse, I'll leave you with Jack. I'm going to go off and get some more materials now, since we're going to run out of fixings, I think, for this. So yeah, so I just thought I'd keep you updated to where we are. Oh, just on another thing, while Jack was down here in this bit here, 3 foxes genuinely ran out from behind there, which is, I think they've got a den underneath the decking, ran out and jumped over the fence there. So it's one hell of a drop the other side of it. So if it did come down, like, there's a big drop there, but we're not sure whether they ran across that way. But yeah, so Jack was literally just there, and they legged it out here. So, and the customer didn't even know that they were there. So a bit random, innit?
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Right, so Jack's got all that ran in, as you've seen. Now, let's say Jack's never done armoured before and stuff, but the bends and stuff, to be fair, he's done a decent job. Considering he's never done it before, it's quite deceiving. It's cold at the minute as well. It's quite deceiving on bends on how, like, you're just not going to be able to force that back round there to make its way. So he's done what's best, because you can see there, it's already stretched. So if he went any more than that, he's actually going to break it. So he's done the right thing there. So he's run it all the way round. The ground here is so wet, it's ridiculous. Just pure moss, it is. So what he's done, he's come round this side. Now, we've had a bit of a discussion, me and Jack, about what's the best way of going about this. So, because this fence leading up to there is all rotten, it's knackered basically. It needs replacing. So we had a bit of a talk about what do you think is the best way of going about it. Now, it's only a matter of months really, and we'll be back here with diggers and all sorts, digging all the rest of this out. So what we've said is we've left a coil here, which is that one, and what we're going to do then is, once we've got the machine here, we're going to dig a trench down here, because I don't know whether this fence is going to be, well, it will be replaced no matter what, because it's knackered. So I don't know whether that's down for us to do that, or it will be, or next doors, or what, but we thought we've got to do something. So we have, to be fair to Jack, he has fixed it along there where he can, as best place he can do at the minute. But like I said, then we'll get a machine and we'll hand dig this bit, because we won't get down here, but we'll hand dig this. But we thought I'll do it all in one go. So we've run it all back to here. So we've got to lift that slab up, dig a channel underneath there, and then we're going to bring it up, because the consumer unit is literally just the other side of the wall there. So we're going to go up into the roof space. There is a loft in there, so happy days really. We'll get up there and we'll root about and have fun with the insulation. So yeah, so he's done a good job on that. So while he's been doing that, I've got the armoured ready up here, so that's all clipped in. We've moved the shelf, Jack's just reloaded that. So I've got it all ready to go. Now, as you've seen the other end, it's not live, can't be energised because it's still on the spool. And then tomorrow, new board, mount that on, we'll get all our tails in then. We've got pretty much everything in place that we need. So we've got our supply, but I think from what the customer's saying, that he's got a wireless control that I need to look at. Either it might be here, it might not. Yeah, I'm not sure. So he can control his garage door via his phone, which is quite cool. The other thing that we've got all sorted is the patio heater, as I call it. So we've got a non-switched socket up there, so we've not cut the plug off, so we're not going to invalidate the warranty or anything. Then that's controlled by the switch spur down here. So Jack's just doing this last bit, and then like I said, tomorrow we can kill the rest of the power off. The lights are all off in here anyway, but we need it on to keep the garage working at the minute. So yes, that's where we're at. Stevie has been a very busy boy. He's been getting on with the stairs and stuff, which I'll show you tomorrow once they're all completed, because we've missed too much of it to show you basically. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Like I say, if you haven't subscribed, smash the link in the corner, and we'll be back tomorrow to get on with part 2.